So these are numbers 11 through 14 on the study guide. On number 11, it says we've got two triangles that are congruent. And if I don't have a picture, it's probably to my advantage to go ahead and draw a picture. So it says CDE, and then that maps with HIJ. So in the same order that I just wrote those, make sure they map up. They're telling me that CE here is 5x, and I'm being told that 2x minus 15 is going to equal this HJ. Well, if these triangles are congruent, then that means that these two sides here are congruent. What does that mean? That means I could set them equal to each other. 5x equals the 2x minus 15, and I could solve. So if I subtract 2x from both sides, I get 3x equals negative 15. Divide here by both sides by negative, and when I do that, I would get x equals negative 5, which... bad problem. I guess I will be fixing this before tomorrow we should have this be actually a plus because we can't have a negative value. So really, tomorrow we're probably going to need to change that to a positive. So here we go. If we've got x is positive 5, now we're trying to find CE. So 5 times 5 would be 25. So CE is equal to 25. So sorry about that. Hopefully your teacher caught that too. Where you needed to change this to be 2x plus 15 so that we're not dealing with our negatives. All right, number 12. On number 12, we've got what's the length here of the longest side. And so if you'll notice, we've got two sides on this that are going to be the same length. If they're the same length, then I can use them to find the value of x because it's an isosceles triangle. And if they're the same length, I can set them equal to each other. So 4x minus 2 equals 3x plus 6. If I subtract 3x from both sides, then I get x minus 2 equals 6. Add 2 to both sides, and then I get that x is equal to 8. And once I know what x is, then I should go ahead and plug it in so I can find my side lengths here. So I can start by doing this one here, the 4 times the 8, and then we're going to subtract 2, and then that would make this side 30. And if this side's 30, so is this side, because remember they're congruent. And then we can plug it in here as well, so you can do your 5 times 8 minus 3, and that's going to make this side here 37. So 30, 30, and 37, which is the longest side? This one here, which is 37 units long. Number 13. On number 13, it says, what's the measure of the vertex angle in an isosceles triangle? So let's go ahead and take our isosceles triangle here, and we're going to say we've got that and that. We're told that the base angle measures 45 degrees, so that means that those two have to be congruent because in an isosceles triangle, the base angles are congruent. So then we're just trying to find that vertex angle, which I'm going to call x. So what does that mean? I'm going to take my x plus my 45 plus my 45, and together all of those should equal 180. So then when I do 45 plus itself, it's going to be x plus 90 equals 180. Subtract 90 from both sides, and that vertex angle is going to be 90 degrees. All right, and then number 14, in an isosceles triangle again. So here we got an isosceles, which means we got two sides congruent. It says the vertex angle measures 3x, and then each base angle measures x. So what's the measure of the angles in the isosceles triangle? Well, what I see is I've got x plus 3x, and all that should equal 180. That makes this 5x equals 180. So then what we're going to do is divide both sides by 5. When we do that, we're going to find that x is equal to 36. So that tells me this angle here is 36 degrees, and this one's 36 degrees. And to get that top one, I want to do 3 times 36 degrees. So the top one here is 108 degrees. So what are the measures of each angle? 36, 36, and 108 degrees.